Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten. Okay, so I did a little bit of research and I'm not sure exactly how many deaths there's been, but I guess there's been quite a few of like tourists dying, food poisoning issues, weird like unexplainable deaths. And then the latest was was it a Boston Red Sox player? I don't follow sports. What's his name? Ortiz? Ortiz? I'm just looking to see if he's from Boston. His nickname is Big Papi. Yeah, Boston Red Sox player. And he recently got shot. And he's showing up here. See, this is someone who's very popular and famous. Gets a lot of attention, a public figure. And then here we have the soldier here, someone with a gun. Forbear is being laid up in recovery, illness or injury, being sick, you need time to heal. But I'm also getting like a separate story of this could be someone in the military, someone, there may be someone involved who's like got a military background, or it could be even be a political competitor of some kind to the Dominican Republic. I'm just telling you what I see. But this soldier card can represent an investigation and going deeper into a situation to pry, to meddle, or to gather more information. Right? And someone is prying, meddling, someone is watching, someone is observing and following someone's movements. So I do feel like, the cards want to like tell both stories. I feel there's two stories here. I don't feel like Ortiz's story is connected to the other deaths. I think it's two separate issues, the Two of Earth here. I feel like in terms of these deaths, like it's like someone's been targeted here. This is someone who gets targeted. Travelers who get a lot of attention, or bring a lot of attention, or bring a lot of attention, getting targeted when they're vulnerable, when they're not aware, when they're on vacation, forbear, someone who's on vacation. So I do feel like on the other story, like what's behind all these deaths, I do feel like there could be somebody or some entity who for some reason has targeted these American travelers. In both occasions, both sets of issues with the athlete and with these deaths, the law enforcement of the Dominican Republic is looking into this, right? They're paying close attention to the details. And they very much want to improve their image. They don't like this. They don't like the message that this is sending about their country and to travelers. Now, when this card is reversed, it can discuss, the butterfly can reflect a online over-air transmission, flight, online waves. So this is a social media card. This is a technology card. And this is about prying, meddling, hacking, spying, you know. The soldier card can represent that. This Ace of Fire here in the center, I feel like this is an individual. I have almost like when I looked at it, I got the word individual one, but it's not Trump, you know. But I mean, would be like it's someone who's suspect. There's like an individual. There's someone who's suspected. It could be in case of Ortiz. They know who the individual is. There's a strong suspect. See, she's looking. I feel like this is the commissioner here, Constanza. I feel like this is someone in charge of this investigation. I feel like there is definitely a suspect in both situations. Suspect, or they suspect. They have a keen eye on a suspect. For Ortiz, even though this wasn't supposed to be his reading, I feel like he's in this reading. I feel like as far as like motives go, there's something here about gambling and laying in wait to trap or to kill, to maim. In some way it represents gambling. It was a risky move. It might have been in relation to actual gambling. Maybe this person stood to gain through harming or killing Ortiz through betting, or maybe they lost a lot in a bet. When I clarified, I got the Mercante reverse. This is someone who's failed in their negotiation, failed in their business, and is doing something dirty to, and being calculating in their actions. They're definitely doing it because of the money or for the money. So that's where his motives lie, and I feel like they were somehow gambling related. Could be that it was on behalf of someone else, or because there's evidence here, but this evidence is there's a mediator here, so there's like two-party interests here, if that makes sense. So my final question was, will they ever locate who's behind these mysterious deaths? Not Ortiz shooting. I feel like this has actually been going on longer than maybe it's been reported, in an effort to keep the reputation or to, I feel like this is the Dominican Republic here, like whoever is in charge of this, and this also represents the country itself. And I feel like they're trying to figure it out. They don't want to be dropped. They don't want to lose the business of tourist business. But I guess especially because of the public notoriety of this public figure getting shot, it's brought the spotlight on them. They're standing firm that, you know, that it's still a safe place to come and visit and take your vacation. But I do see a lot of people maybe reconsidering it as a vacation place. Yeah, they're trying to keep things balanced. That's why I'm saying if this has been going on for a while, I feel like this was kept secret. Seven of Air or Swords, it was kept secret. As far as like who the culprit is, why would someone do this? Okay, what I'm kind of seeing is like there could be someone, it could be on behalf of another, or it could be an individual acting alone, right? I'm going to have to look a little bit more deeper into this Mercante, but I do see like he followed, like he somehow, this person followed, kept track, was aware of or gathered information of someone's vacation plans, air travel plans. There's like a following here, a following. And I know Ortiz has a following, but I think in terms of the other story, there's someone is following and targeting potentials. Ace of Fire, targeting potentials. Their arrangements, knowing where they're going to stay, knowing where they're going to be. And but why? As far as like the Mercante goes, his ulterior motives are that he's definitely underhanded, he's definitely criminal. He wants to he creates setbacks. So setbacks in travel. It's a fierce competitor. Someone who's using sleazy tactics to steal someone else's clients. I'm just telling you the energy of this card. As I'm looking for his reasons for doing these things. This is someone who has no moral conscience and no remorse in their heart. Has a criminal mind. We can definitely say that with Mercante and the Seven of Swords in the reading. And they're misguided in their ideas. It doesn't really tell me that this person is a psychopath or something. I don't know. Again, maybe I needed to do more research on the types of deaths. Or it could be like a hit to try and like to actually deter travelers from coming to the Dominican Republic. But I don't know who would be behind that or why someone would want to do that. Like I'm looking for an individual reason Because I feel like it's a type of sabotage here. A desire to sabotage. I feel like this, will the criminal ever or culprits ever be caught? For right now, I feel like they are able to elude detection. There is some secrecy, deception, keeping things quiet. Some things are being kept quiet and not being told to the public. But with the letter here clarifying the Seven of Swords, there's definitely traceable evidence. Eventually, I do feel like this situation will be abandoned. Maybe now with more public interest. It will begin to, maybe whoever is doing this will stop. There's an abandonment here with the Hope card. And an abandonment, I feel next to this, I want to call it a commissioner. Abandonment. Maybe this is abandonment of the idea that the two cases are connected. Ultimately, I think they're going to figure it out. I just don't know if they're going to make it public. And I do feel like the situation has been going on a lot longer than most are aware. Now here, I see that there is, with the sick man reversed, can you guys see here? The sick man reversed and the house reversed. As an outcome for both cases, I feel like there's definitely relief and recovery. One can breathe easy again. One recovers from injury, is better, but they don't feel safe anymore in their home. They don't feel safe anymore in their land. They don't feel safe anymore. They don't feel protected. And as far as like the athlete goes, I feel he will recover. I think we know that already in the news. Cards are saying he will recover. But there is something wrong with like his skeletal structure. I feel like something, his bones, or it's gonna take a lot of therapy. And there's a lot of fear and worry and anxiety in him about losing his popularity or losing his deal, losing his money, losing his house, home, or relationship. He's got a lot of soul searching that he's doing, Ortiz. And I feel like he doesn't feel safe in his home. His home could represent his land, like if he's from Dominican Republic. He doesn't feel safe there now. And I know he's done a lot to help. He was definitely a favored figure. So I know this doesn't really answer why. Other than what I see is like there's, I guess I did answer why. I feel like whoever shot him because of gambling reasons. And I feel like whoever is casing Americans and these unfortunate deaths, they're definitely looking at some kind of lead. They may even be laying some sort of they're looking for like similarities in between the victims, right? And they're watching very closely travel arrangements and that sort of thing. I don't know if this is the commissioner, if this is, or both. And they're trying to like bait and trap, but that's playing with people's lives. So I think that this person or energy knows that they're a step ahead with the Seven of Swords, and right now they're able to elude detection. They're able to get away with it for now, but it says hope eventually one's hopes are fulfilled. Again, I didn't do significators, so I'm not sure whose hope gets fulfilled. That's why I'm questioning the outcome. There I see abandonment, though. I see abandonment, leaving, avoiding detection, abandonment. So, and then that will be a relief, right? So that's that reading for you. I hope that helped you, Essence 350. I did my best. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.